He rocks in the treetops all day long, rockin' and boppin' and singing his song. All the little birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. You get it? Tweet, tweet, Twitter. Social media is just one of the ways that helicopter parents are hovering high above their kids. Some parents, in fact, won't even let their kids listen to Michael Jackson songs, like this one. Today, let's venture on a musical journey for the ages. By first, writing the lyrics to our hit song, by learning why helicopter parenting is so prevalent in today's society. Second, let's hop into the studio and learn the negative effects that helicopter parenting can have on children. And lastly, let's perform live in concert, selling out Madison Square Garden, learning how to craft the children of today into the powerful, positive leaders of tomorrow. So, what exactly are helicopter parents? As defined by parenting.org, they are overly intrusive parents who take on far too much responsibility for their child's choices, behaviors, successes, and defeats. They work to line things up in such a way that their child will have a perfect life, free from heartache and rejection. However, when defeat inevitably presents itself, the parent blames the child's self-initiative, however feeble it may be. To really understand why helicopter parenting is so prevalent in today's society, we must first look back at its history. The idea of helicopter parenting began in the 60s. Groovy. The metaphor first appeared in the novel Between Parent and Teenager by Dr. I'm Gano, which mentions a teen who complains, "My mother hovers over me like a helicopter." It gained wide currency in the early 2000s as the millennial generation began reaching college age. Their baby boomer parents are notoriety for practices such as calling their children each morning to wake them up, or complaining to professors about the grades they had received. Even summer camp officials saw similar behavior from parents. University of Georgia professor Richard Mullendorf blames the rise of helicopter parenting and links it to the explosion of the cell phone, having called it the world's longest umbilical cord. Parents, for their part, simply point to rising college tuitions, saying that they are protecting their investments, or acting like any other consumer. Now, let's hop into the studio and learn the negative effects that helicopter parenting can have on children. Children of helicopter parents struggle with accountability and responsibility. According to psychologytoday.org, whenever a child of a helicopter parent gets in trouble, their parents are simply there to swoop in and save them. Take this for example. Imagine a child gets into trouble at school for talking out of line. A parent would convince the teacher that a punishment would be unfair, and as a result, the child would get away with it. With incidences like these repeated, a child would believe that they can behave in any way that they want. And this can lead to numerous negative repercussions. Think of cases such as Ray Rice, Adrian Peterson, or Aaron Hernandez. When a parent constantly controls every single one of a child's actions, a child will never be able to experience something that I'm sure every single one of us here has dealt with: failure. And whether it's failing your last math test or failing to make the crucial catch in the big game, the truth remains. Psychologists and psychiatrists are seeing more and more young people having quarter-life crises and more cases of clinical depression. The reason? when helicopter parents aren't there to swoop in and save their children at a job interview, or frankly, anything that matters more than a recreational soccer trophy, children cannot cope. In a groundbreaking study at the University of Mary Washington, students who were children of helicopter parents commented on how satisfied they were with their lives. The results were startling. Children of helicopter parents struggled with depression and anxiety at a much higher rate. Additionally, they had much higher rates of recreationally abusing pain medication. These parents do have the best intentions. However, the results can be devastating. Now, let's perform live in concert, learning how to craft the children of today into the leaders of tomorrow. First, build habits through rules. Now, when I hear the word rules, two thoughts immediately pop into my head. Boring and rigid. The idea of building habits through rules sounds stern and slightly primal to me. However, magazine Psychology Today uses the term rules more like I use the term agreement. Parents in successful households have agreements in place with their children, which are clear and respectful. Studies have shown that these children outperform their peers in academic areas, and they complete homework not just to finish their assignments, but in the interest of learning. Second, empower children through choices. Now, we've all been there. Imagine it's a rainy day and your child, for some odd reason, refuses to wear their raincoat. Now, a traditional parent would do something like, wear your raincoat or I'll take your Game Boy away for the whole week. However, an empowering parent would give their child a choice. In this case, a child would be thinking, be wet and not wear my seemingly ugly raincoat, or be dry and ugly. It is in this way that a child can make positive choices in the future. Last, praise for effort. How can we stop children from quitting when things get hard? How can we expect them to comply with a school assignment, even if they don't understand some of the curriculum? The answer, psychologist Carol Dweck notes, is to praise for effort. Now, praising for effort is not just simply saying, good job. Rather, it's telling your children about the process. And in this way, it's repeatable. Carol Dweck has seen numerous improvements in children who praise for their effort, saying that they have higher levels of self-esteem, respect, empathy, and dedication. Also, keep in mind that life is not a rat race to the top. Today, we went on a musical journey by learning why helicopter parenting is so prevalent, the negative effects, and the solutions. Now, I don't want to hover over you too long today. Thank you.